Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We took a look yesterday at Blarney Castle, but it was more of kind of helping tourists, people that have never been there, maybe not even been to the country before, and kind of giving them what to expect. You did get to see a little bit of this and that, and what kissing the Blarney Stone entails and how to get up there and all that stuff. But I did say I wanted to come back to it possibly today and kind of look at a video more on maybe the architecture and the history of it. So I've got a video here from Blarney Castle and Gardens, and it is just Blarney Castle history. So I will link this video in the description along with links to Patreon and how you can support the channel here on YouTube. Definitely hit the bell so that you can get notifications when videos drop. They drop every single day, usually twice a day. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Wow, no roof. It's weird how none of these, I guess there was somebody told me there was a reason for it, but it just seems like it would weather so much quicker without a roof. That's pretty. My mom's boyfriend used to live in Ireland. He's got like dual citizenship. Look at that iron door. Wow, look at that. I think that he talked about maybe that stairwell in the video yesterday. Possibly that. I don't know if it was that one, but that it was very narrow to kind of get up there.
Each year, Blarney Castle and its mystical stone draws hundreds of thousands of people to witness one of the last ancient and magical
I
artifacts in
think
the
I'd want to
world.
hang over the edge.
A simple kiss of the Blarney Stone has the power to give the gift of eloquence, and only those brave enough to hang from the castle's edge will be granted it. But when Blarney was founded over 1,000 years ago, Ireland was a much different place, and a near forgotten way of life existed. Ireland is divided into 4 provinces, with Munster being the largest. Each province is made up of regions, or baronies. These regions were ruled by local chieftains, who in times past enforced the laws of the land. In 1210 AD, the first stone castle in Blarney was built, amid dense woodland and a vast bogland. And this lone rocky outcrop provided the ideal defensive high ground on which to build the castle. The castle became the centre of the
Gorgeous.
Muskerry region, and the surrounding area developed into a major trade and agricultural town, and eventually became the seat for the kings of Munster, cementing its future as the home of the great McCarthy clan. It was in the 12th century that England set out to conquer and command the island of Ireland. This set history in motion, with the next 800 years having the two countries at odds. In 1314, the McCarthy clan sent 5,000 troops to fight with Scotland. This helped win a decisive victory over the English and give Scotland their independence and freedom. It was from this act of solidarity that the great Robert the Bruce, the High King of Scotland, gave the then McCarthy clan king part of the legendary stone.
See, that's when I think of like the UK. I know it's all one, but I lump Ireland and Scotland together, and then I lump like England and Britain together kind of as two separate entities. But I mean, I know it's all I know it's all one, but as far as like the accents and stuff go, and I think the history even, I that's how I see it. There's Scotland and Ireland, and then there's Britain and England.
Of Scone. This piece of the throne of kings was later to become the Blarney Stone. Over 100 years later, a local witch was saved from drowning in the Blarney Lake by the then King Dermot McCarthy. In gratitude for being saved, she revealed the stone's true powers and how to obtain it. After hearing this, Dermot decided to keep the stone's powers secret, and had the stone put in a dangerous and inaccessible point at the top of the castle. By doing this, he set himself above all others in the art of debate, and would ensure the gift would be passed on to future kings of Munster. In 1560, Queen Elizabeth I had directed the King of Munster to show his allegiance to her, but the golden-tongued Cormac McCarthy had no intention of surrendering, and found excuse after excuse to prolong his freedom. Eventually the Queen got so frustrated with the constant empty correspondence that she shouted, "What a lot of Blarney!" and so the saying was coined. For the next 200 years England tried to
Might be a
take
good
command of
person to do a
Ireland,
video
but
on.
through the constant advances of the English, the great McCarthy clan began to dwindle. The arrival of Oliver Cromwell to Ireland saw some of the bloodiest battles ever on its shores. Although a revered English military officer, his attitude to civilians and the innocent left him one of the most hated figures in Irish history. And in only 9 months he had massacred thousands and gained almost total control of Ireland.
Hmm.
In 1646 the Blarney Castle came under attack by Lord Broghill under Oliver Cromwell's orders. When Lord Broghill advanced on Blarney, nothing was left to chance. He had more men, more guns, the high ground, and there would be little that McCarthy's could do to stop him. All was set, and the advantage was firmly in Broghill's hands. But after storming the castle doors, nothing was to be found.
That was stressful.
Cormac and his clan had taken everything of worth and escaped through secret caves under the castle.
Nice.
With his life on the line, he took the family's priceless gold plate and threw it into the Blarney Lake, for fear the English might capture him and the family heirloom. Legend has it that only when the gold plate is reclaimed from the lake and brought to the castle can the McCarthys reclaim the throne of Munster. The demise of the McCarthy clan had come, and in 1690 Donald McCarthy was captured by the English, never to return to Munster's throne, leaving the castle fall into disrepair. Soon after, the estate was sold, and in 1703 it ended up in the hands of Sir James Jeffreys, the then Governor of Cork. Over the last 300 years, the owners have developed the estate, transforming over 400 acres into beautiful gardens. The 13-story castle rises out of the lush woodlands for all to see. Its presence still dominates the surrounding area. Through its unchanged chambers, people walk the corridors of old, getting a glimpse of life from over 800 years ago. After navigating the swirling stairs, crouching through the arched doorways, visiting the many rooms, and enjoying the beautiful views, people begin to see the castle as it was in its heyday. Although the castle is little changed, the kissing of the stone was a much more dangerous affair in the past. But since the old witch at the lake made the stone's powers known, people have persisted, and now kissing the stone is a much safer and more fun, with people of all ages reaching the castle's peak, kissing the stone, and never being stopped for words again. By visiting the castle, you will follow in the footsteps of some of the most important figures of our past, who came to the stone to help their careers along.
Mick.
Discover the charm and history of the Blarney Stone in the most beautiful surroundings at the Blarney estate.
It's so pretty. What is that? Wow. That's gorgeous. So, do the tunnels um, like still exist that they escape through? Beautiful. That was a fantastic video. Awesome kind of history and mythology of it. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I'd never heard any of that before. So that was really good. I like that a lot. I love how you guys, and it's I think throughout the UK, just have this, and maybe I think from watching all these videos and a lot, especially history ones, that it's been you guys have such a, a lengthy history that you have a huge amount of time before things were even documented. So you know you used word of mouth, and these legends and mythology came about, and so now you don't know 100% what was true and what was just a game of what is it, whisper. uh but that's kind of that's what makes it really neat is you have these stories of like Arthur and the Blarney Stone and witches and um I just think it's really, really cool. I don't think there's a whole lot of places like that. Certainly not so much here. Where I'm from in West Virginia, it's like the Appalachians, um, especially up in the mountains and stuff. My family on my dad's side are like early settlers of the Appalachian Mountains, and that came through on my ancestry DNA too. They were moonshiners, but I think that gets attributed to them is kind of a little bit of a similar thing where it was, and I think that's still very much true for West Virginia, is a distrust of healthy distrust of government and leaders and stuff like that. So they didn't necessarily want to write stuff down. They didn't want to document stuff. So everything was very much word of mouth recipes. The history, the same thing. Family stories. The unfortunate thing about that is that some of it gets lost just through time. But yeah, I just really enjoyed this video. Um, I hope you guys did as well. I've got a video coming a little later today of making the Greg's cheese and onion pasties finally, and giving them a try along with a Lucozade to wash it down. So be sure and check that video out as soon as it drops, and like and subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell to get a notification when these videos drop. And above all, have an awesome day, guys. Thank you so much for watching this channel, watching me, commenting and hyping videos, making suggestions. You guys are absolutely awesome. I try to go through and reply or at least acknowledge messages, but sometimes when these videos, with new videos coming every day, it's harder and harder to get notifications of some of the older ones. Sometimes when I have an opportunity, I'll go back and try to look at them individually, but that's kind of how it has to be. We're well over 200 and some videos now, so it's hard to do and then still get new ones out for here and for Patreon. So I do attempt. I see most new comments. The sooner you guys are able to comment on it, the better, usually. But I do try to go back, and then you can also go over to the community and make comments and posts and stuff like that as well. And I usually do see those, maybe not immediately, but I do try to go in there and check those out too. But I just wanted to let you guys know I appreciate you all so much. And yeah, thanks for watching with me, guys.